What if I told you that being broke isn't just stressful, it's actually one of the most expensive positions you can be in? Not emotionally, not philosophically, mathematically. And once you see the numbers, you can't unsee them. Let's start with a situation that feels painfully familiar. You're already cutting it close, then something small goes wrong. A warning light, a cracked phone screen, a weird noise from your car. You know the fix isn't catastrophic yet, but you don't have the cash. So you delay, you hope, you ignore it. And that tiny problem quietly grows teeth. A few weeks later, that minor issue explodes into a full blown disaster. Now it's towing fees, emergency repairs, missed workdays, lost income. What started as a $300 fix becomes a $2,500 nightmare. This isn't bad luck. This is a pattern, a predictable one. Most people are told this happens because they're careless or irresponsible. Just budget better. Stop buying coffee. But that explanation is lazy and wrong. The real issue is that lacking money forces you into worse deals at every level of life. There's a famous idea called the Boots Theory. In simple terms, when you're poor, you can only afford cheap things, and cheap things cost more over time. A quality item lasts, a cheap one breaks. So you keep rebuying over and over again, paying extra just for existing without capital. And this logic isn't limited to boots, it's everywhere. Groceries, appliances, clothes. If you can buy in bulk, you pay less. If you can't, you pay a premium. Your personal inflation rate is higher simply because you don't have spare cash. Now let's talk about banks, because this is where things get ugly. If you have money, the system rewards you. No fees, better rates, respect. If you don't, one small mistake triggers penalties that would be illegal anywhere else. Borrow a few dollars accidentally? Congratulations. Here's a fee bigger than the mistake itself. And when people say, just don't overspend, they ignore psychology. Scarcity hijacks your brain. When survival is the priority, long-term thinking shuts down. That's why bad financial decisions often come from smart people under pressure, not from stupidity, but from mental overload. Zoom out and look at bigger systems, cars, housing, time itself. Bad credit means predatory loans. Renting means paying more each month for something you'll never own. Even basic tasks take longer when you lack resources. Poverty doesn't just drain money, it steals time, energy, and future options. Here's the twist. Most advice misses. The goal isn't getting rich first. The goal is stopping the leaks, escaping the penalties. Paying off high interest debt beats almost any investment. Buying one reliable thing beats replacing 5 cheap ones. Stability comes before growth. That's why the most powerful financial tool isn't a stock tip, it's a buffer. Even a small emergency fund changes everything. Problems stop becoming crises. Fees stop multiplying. You go from reacting to choosing. So don't ask, can I afford this today? Ask, will this cost me again tomorrow? Because every smart decision you make is one less tax on your future, one less cheap boot, one step out of the trap. If this made you rethink money even a little, you're already ahead. Hit subscribe for more ideas that actually explain the game, not just the highlights.